right now, I work for Google. In the part-time, I also run a crypto hedge fund in New York City. So my talk today is about my journey with blockchain. And the second part will be, how can you start with it? So yeah, some disclaimers. So my opinions are mine, on my own, not representative views of any of my employers. So my opinion is also not investment advice, should not be taken seriously. Yeah, so I actually graduated Fudan University in 2012. Maybe there are some alumni here. Also, I joined Carnegie Mellon in e-business program, which is a 12 months very intensive program with project-based. You do one project every 1 or 2 weeks, but you learn a lot of things. The intersection of business and technology. Especially I learned how international banking works, how the consulting industry works, how all the AI industry works. It's pretty awesome. But during school, I'm kind of students with various interests. For example, when I was in college, I except learning computer science, I also learned psychology, sociology. I almost finished a degree of law as well. So my journey with blockchain and Bitcoin starts in Carnegie Mellon University. So I was doing research in Create Lab under Robotics Institute. So during my part-time, I was taking this online course called Startup Engineering from Stanford. In Think Internet. So the final project was using Bitcoin to do kind of like a project. So what do we build? We build a furniture sharing website using Bitcoin as a payment system. It was quite a basic, but it works. So I'm very impressed. Also, during the 2013, I started buying Bitcoin. You all know, like during 2013, I bought in summer, awesome, and it's a crazy bull run until almost, I think, $1,200. I remember, if my memory is correct. But it crashed because of Mt. Gox implosion. I don't know if it is a hack or just a fraud. Also the China crack on all the crypto stuff. So yeah, even some of my Bitcoins are still in Mt. Gox and never be able to retrieve them. Yeah, that's a story about Mt. Gox. But I'm still pretty impressive on this network. It's amazing, decentralized, trustless, but I mean still trustful. Yeah. So then, after graduating from Carnegie Mellon, I didn't spend too much time on blockchain and Bitcoin, but I joined a startup in New York City called Alumni. So this company was doing so you all know Kickstarter. It's a crowdfunding reward system. So basically, you can, like ordinary people can put $10 to support this project, but you only get rewards. However, our company, Alumni, was doing this crowdfunding equity. So basically, ordinary people can put maybe $100 on early stage startups and earn equities. So basically, you will earn you will share the gross benefits from these early stage startups based on how much money you contribute to this startup. But it didn't work well because the Jobs Act was not fully approved until 2015. So Jobs Act was actually an act from SEC, as an so basically saying, okay, so basically it regulates what kind of investor can invest in what kind of stage of companies. So basically back then, the background was only accredited investors can invest in all these early stage startups, which is quite a high barrier for investors. So ordinary people won't be able to share any benefits from the growth of the early stage startups. That's what, but I learned a lot from that experience. So I joined a Groupon in late 2013. I was actually back then I was so excited. I was saying, okay, I'm going to save this company from Ash. But actually, it doesn't work out because the stock price went from $13 back to $2. It's kind of my first experience to stock market and investing. So I was just curious, say, why this system works like this? I mean, earnings is similar, but stock price varies so much. So I committed myself to say, okay, I need to figure it out and probably do something with it. So that's why I actually, the lucky thing is I'm in Chicago. So Chicago is the center of the futures, CME and CBOE are the biggest futures and options trading exchanges. Also like a NYMEX, CBOT, and London exchange, all like under the same group. So which is amazing. So I have so many trader friends. I started learning trading. I'm mostly interested in derivative trading, trade commodities markets, all the agriculture futures, gold, crude oil, natural gas, which is amazing. And the tons of stuff. So, and then comes the fun part, which is crypto assets. So in 2016, so before 2016 and between 2013 and 2016, I didn't spend too much on the technology and the investment side on the cryptos. But in 2016, I started noticing first is a lot of investors become, a lot of big institutions become very interested in this space. So DRW, actually, it's a high-frequency trading firm in Chicago. They started investing in this space in 2014. They started build all those mining farms, also like buy all the crypto assets in the spot market, which is kind of crazy. They envisioned that in 2014. Also, I met this one crypto trader in Los Angeles. They were doing this day-to-day trading, which is amazing. They're running this amazing technical analysis. So aiming for 1% gain every day. So it's the power of compounding. After 1 year, you have hundreds of times the returns, which is amazing. But during this period, I was taking one class from Princeton University, which is called Bitcoin and Crypto Technology. I strongly recommend everybody to take it. Also, reading Mastering Bitcoin, that's amazing. Andres is an amazing guy. And Chris Banesky, which is, I think, a partner of the Placer Venture right now. So he was talking about how to evaluate the crypto assets and all the autonomy of crypto assets and the crypto assets as a new alternative investment, which is kind of also amazing. Yeah, so during this time, it becomes so different. I started noticing this crypto asset space. So first, everybody is talking about crypto assets as a new asset class. So all the traders, because the yield curve was so low after 2009, so they were looking for all the new volatility. Also, like people started because even before 2016, I think the correlation of crypto assets with the traditional asset class are almost zero, which works really well as an alternative investment option. Also, the rise of Ethereum and other digital assets, all the new digital government, decentralized governance, smart contracts, or the new privacy-based, privacy-focused coins, the ICO as a new investment option. So also, which is interesting, as PBOC, the People's Bank of China, I think they started doing the research on crypto space very early, I think in 2011. They have a division on that. They even released a white paper on a sovereign cryptocurrency, sovereign RMB, based on blockchain, which is pretty interesting. The bull cycle also starts in late 2015 and 2016. Global adoption rate almost reached 1%, early 2017. So now what? So what I'm doing, so I do a lot of blockchain development. I'm mostly on engineering side, not as expertise as professor. But I do a lot of tech development. But I also run this crypto funds. So doing a lot of investments, trading. So that's kind of my life right now. But from here, where to go? And it's not only my journey. So for people sitting here, so how do you start? Or maybe like some of you are already experts, so you don't need to know. But I mean, I will try to explain this as different roles. So if you're a student, for example, like just almost like graduating from Carnegie Mellon, so I would suggest just learn blockchain, learn as much as possible. Come to Carnegie Mellon to learn, or go to IC3 in Cornell. So Cornell University hosts this IC3 summer campus every summer, which is kind of amazing. I learned tons of that. Smart contract development, Ethereum. You can read white papers from different projects, contribute to open source blockchain projects. So a lot of projects we found, they have a very novel concepts, but their code base and all like code quality is really low. So you have there are tons of work to do the open source contribution, build a decentralized application like CryptoKitties, something new, like just make your imagination. So find a group of interested people, meet and discuss the related topics regularly, join online groups, or join Google with me. So one reason I joined Google is I think you can learn all these aspects. I mean, you can learn trading in Google. You can learn technology in trading. In Google, like how to do good engineering. You can learn crypto. You can learn cryptography. You can learn blockchain. It's just an advertisement. But So one last thing is join or build a blockchain-based company or startups. So as a corporate, so I actually think a lot. So as a corporate employee, like how can you say, okay, so you are in a traditional company or maybe in a tech company, but has nothing to do with blockchain. But how can you start? How can you make this company start thinking in blockchain way? So one thing we found, the most important thing is education. Like how you need to build and join your community in the company to try to educate as many people as possible. I launch a newsletter, so build some. Just organize some meetups, regular launches, invite outside expert speakers, or go to some industry conferences, and think in the blockchain way with your own business model. Just think like how blockchain will disrupt your company or your industry, or how blockchain will benefit your company and the industry. If you're working for example, a food supply chain company, like you think of like how can you blockchainize your business? I found like a lot of clients, a lot of projects we are looking is actually those existing industry. Those existing companies with existing products and customers, but they're trying to do this trying to do something with blockchain. That's some kind of companies we are always looking for. And as a corporate, you can also join the enterprise blockchain consortium. The famous ones have Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, R3 Hyperledger, led by IBM and the Apache Foundation. So also, like as a corporate, I know there are a lot of venture capitals from corporate. So they need to invest in blockchain space and learn from that. So as an entrepreneur, solve problems in blockchain space. Blockchain technology today is still in a very early phase. We need better infrastructure to support our decentralized applications in the future. We also need better decentralized governance, better security. The security is actually not good. I think of DAO hack and even parity wallets hack, right? Better developer tools. Solidity is not as satisfying at all. So one story to share. So one of my friends was doing an ICO. They built this kind of 100 line smart contract, but they need some kind of security review. So they found an Australian security expert. So they paid around 100 Ethers to do the security review. However, the security expert cannot guarantee anything. So they basically saying, okay, you pay 100 Ethers. What I will do is I will just review code for you. So, but I cannot give you a certificate saying, okay, I can guarantee this is secure. There is no way. This is something that's so hard in blockchain space right now. Better UX, for example, the hash address we are using today is it's not really good. It's not human readable. It can be totally wrong. I mean, you can copy a hash address, but for example, if your computer has a virus, so it can easily change the things, I mean, on your clipboard, right? Like when you are trying to paste it, it just need to switch just flip one bit, then you are screwed. Yeah. That's a huge problem. Yeah. So besides the blockchain space, like just think of blockchain for other industries. So blockchain is an open protocol, which is amazing. So our society is moving on to a more decentralized, open society, which is kind of amazing. I like the open social graph besides Facebook, maybe a social knowledge graph besides Google, right? Also, like to solve the identity problem. Like we know some merchants in Africa. They can just use an address to do business. That's amazing. Payments, cross-border payments. The remittance. So previously, like I think even 10 years ago, if you want to send money from one country to another, some remittance commission could be as high as 20%, but today is lower than 5%. So yeah, a lot of things. So as an investor, we should talk because I'm running a crypto hedge fund. So conclusion, what I learned, also what I want to share is life is not all about blockchain because there are so many other industries we need to take care of. Just find where you are passionate about, and then also try to think about it in a blockchain way to see, okay, how to blockchainize my personal interest. I love art. How to do some blockchain stuff with art. To do crypto investing, starting with money is okay, but just don't end up with only money. Like you need to end up with something else, right? A better technology, learn to be an expert in the space or be an opinion leader, whatever. But you need to end up with something. Change the world in a better way, and also keep learning because a ton of stuff to learn. Yeah, I shared a lot of resources. First is Twitter list I organized. All those opinion leaders you need to know, all the venture capitals, all kinds of stuff you need to know from on the Twitter. Mastering Bitcoin, that's a must read. Crypto Assets, this book is from Chris Bernanke about crypto investment valuation. Sapiens, this is about human society. In my opinion, this is hugely related to the entire crypto space. Like this thing right now is a luxury, but someday it becomes a necessity. Reminiscence of a stock operator. This is kind of beginner book for everybody who wants to do trading. You just basically see how history repeats itself. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency from Princeton University. This online course, which is amazing. Everything about Bitcoin. I think the content is updated until early 2016, but it's still pretty good. So Bitcoin and Ethereum white papers, that's a must read. And if you have more time, just learn other white papers. Local meetups, for example, Google Blockchain Meetup. We're trying to open it to public in the near future, maybe. Online groups, just join those WeChat, Twitter, Facebook, Telegram channels. Yeah, this is me. You can find me on Twitter, WeChat, email. So I'm also, just one advertisement. I'm hosting a talk with the founder of a Smart Asset Protocol. He is a YC15 alumni. March 2nd, I will host this talk with him. So if you are interested to join us, just scan it and I can send the event later. Cool. That's me and about my story. So any question?